Having an alcoholic parent makes it really difficult to focus on your own needs and goals. And this video is all about changing that. I once had a client who was so ready to start focusing on themselves, on their own needs and their own goals. But every time they tried to take that step forward, they kept being pulled back because their energy kept being put into their parent who was struggling. The guilt they felt was overwhelming. Every attempt to set a boundary, every attempt to set a goal that didn't involve their parents felt selfish for them, even though they deep down knew they deserved better. If this is ringing true for you, keep watching, because what I am going to do is I am going to show you how to start putting your needs first in 2025. And you are going to walk away with one tangible action that's going to help you put yourself first this year. I'm Corey. I'm a trauma-informed mind-body practitioner, and I work with adult children of alcoholics to help them move out of survival mode and start living a life on their terms. And today in this video, we are talking all about putting your own needs first in 2025. Putting yourself first is not selfish. But when you've spent the majority of your life, like so many children of alcoholics do, putting the needs of other people first, it can feel really selfish. You most likely have grown up constantly worrying about your alcoholic parent. And if you have siblings, constantly worrying about them. And now going from a state of constantly thinking and prioritizing other people's health and well-being over your own, to then all of a sudden trying to think about your own health and well-being, it can feel selfish because it doesn't feel normal to you. But let me tell you this, neglecting your own health and your own well-being causes anxiety and stress. And what does that anxiety and stress lead to? Well, it leads to a cycle of burnout, resentment against the people who are making you feel like you shouldn't put your needs first. And it can also start leading to mental and physical illness. But here is the good news. Your brain is wired to change. With neuroplasticity, you can reprogram old patterns and create new ones where self-care doesn't feel like something that's a struggle, but it actually feels like something that just comes normal and naturally to you. Look, putting yourself first, it does not mean that all of a sudden overnight you drop everyone and everything else around you and start just thinking about me. It starts with one small decision at a time. Whether that may be saying no to the thing that you don't want to do, or just carving out 10 minutes for yourself today for some self-care. So let's look at step one. What is step one in putting yourself first this year? Well, the first step, like every step that I give on this for these sort of healing journeys, is reflection. Reflection on 2024. Why? Because you want to look back on last year and take a look and see what was holding you back. Okay, so what were the patterns of behavior that you were doing that were showing up in your life that were holding you back from putting your needs first? So, reflection number one, what's keeping you stuck? And what I mean by this is, it could be that you are people pleasing, so that you are scared to maybe upset or disappoint other people. So that is then keeping you stuck from actually putting your own needs first. Are you saying yes when you really want to say no? So I know for a lot of the times for children of alcoholics, like the majority of the time, especially when their parent is going through like a really difficult phase in their alcoholism journey, they may not want to spend time with this person, okay? And a lot of the times you will say yes to spending time with your parent out of guilt, out of just feeling bad. You don't want to disappoint them. You don't want to let them down. At the end of the day, they're your parents, and you don't want to upset them or hurt them. So saying yes when you really want to say no is a pattern that can be keeping you stuck in putting your needs first. And the other one is pushing your needs aside. So ignoring what you need to put other people's needs in front of your own. So again, that can be another pattern, another thing that you are doing that you may not even be conscious of doing, because this may be your normal, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with you for behaving like this, okay? That it may just be the normal way that you behave. It may be because it's a coping mechanism, it's a survival mechanism, it's a way that you have started to behave to protect yourself. So that's okay. But what you need to know is these protection mechanisms, these survival mechanisms, they can be keeping you stuck from moving forward. So even though they've served like a really good purpose, even like they've kept you safe up until now, that doesn't mean that they will continue to serve you in the future. Okay, so it's really important for understanding how to put your needs first. Step one is reflection. Start reflecting. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take a pause. I want you to pause this video and take out a pen or a piece of paper, or you're on your phone, and just think and write down, what was the stuff I was doing last year that was really getting in the way of me putting my needs first? So step two is setting goals for this year that serve you, not other people. So what do I mean by that? What I mean is setting a goal that is going to energize you, setting a goal that is going to fulfill you, setting a goal that is going to help you move forward in the direction that you want. Not setting goals that at the end of the day are actually going to help other people more than they're going to help you. So I want to give you 5 steps to help you set a goal, put a plan in place, create actions that are actually rooted from a foundation of self-worth, okay? Because up until this point, you will be struggling with feeling guilty in setting goals, all right? Or your goals may be rooted in fear. So they may be coming from a space of fear or a space of maybe negativity. But these 5 steps are really going to help you set goals that are rooted from a space of self-worth. So then it makes it much easier for you to start putting your needs first. So step 1, define what thriving means for you, not your family. Okay, so what is a thriving life look like for you, not what you think it looks like for your family. So step 1, I want you to now think, if you didn't have to think about your alcoholic parent, if you didn't have to think about your siblings, your grandparents, your uncles, your cousins, the cat and the dog, what would thriving look like for you? 2, I want you to identify your core values. So core values are the things that are at the heart of our decision making. All right. So a lot of people's values may be family, may be financial, it may be adventure, it could be freedom, it could be action taking, it could be knowledge, it could be curiosity. So I'll give you an example of mine. My core values would be knowledge. So I really like to learn. I really like to learn new things. I like to be constantly learning and gathering knowledge. So knowledge is at like the heart of a lot of the reasons why I take certain actions. Okay. Curiosity is another one. I'm super curious, and that links in with knowledge. So because I'm curious, that drives a lot of the different actions that I'll take. Another one for me is freedom. So I don't like being locked down. It's probably the Sagittarius in me, but I like freedom. So freedom, again, is at the heart of a lot of the decisions that I'll make, because at the end of the day, I want to live a life that's free to me. I don't want to live a life designed by someone else. So freedom is very important for my well-being and my health, especially my mental health. So the actions and decisions I make will have freedom, the thought process around freedom at the heart of that. And another one for me is action taking. I'm really, really big on moving forward. I'm really big on taking action towards the things that I want. So again, that is at the heart of my decision making. So what are your values? What are the things that drive you? And if you don't know what values are, it's a very simple Google search. Put into Google, give me a list of values, and it will just give you a whole list of a whole bunch of different values. Read through it and see what ones are ringing true for you and what's aligning for you. Because once you know your values, you're then going to start to understand what is at the heart of your decision making? What's truly driving the actions and the decisions that you're making? So the third one is set one focused goal, okay? And this is a focused goal that you want to achieve. So whether that may be self-care, career, relationship, whatever it can be, have a think about what is one area, what's one focus area that you want to focus on for 2025. So what's your focus area? What's important to you, not your family, what's important to you this year? Step 4 is healthy boundaries. What limits do you have to put in your life to make sure you are able to focus on your focus area for this year? So 4, boundary. Think of the limits that you need to put in with people to help you focus on your focus area. And step 5 is commit to one small action. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you now next, how to create this small action. So what I want you to do, based off what makes you thrive, what are your values, what are the drivers behind your decision maker? Think of the driver. What is making you make the decisions and take the action that you're taking? What is your focus area? Is it self-care? Is it career? Is it relationship? Is it healing? Is it helping you get over your trauma? What is your focus area for this year? What's the boundary? What's the limits that you need to put in place with people to protect your energy, to focus on these? And lastly, what's the small action that you're going to take today, that you're going to implement today, that's going to help you start putting your needs first? So step 3, let's make it real. Let's turn that one small action you're going to implement today into a real goal. Okay, so step 3, make it real. So when it comes to setting goals, especially if you're new to goal setting, they have to be specific, and even better, they have to be SMART goals. And the reason being is it's not good enough for you to just say, I'm going to focus on self-care this year. Great. What does that look like? Saying you're going to focus just on self-care, okay, so let's put self-care down. Saying you're going to focus on just self-care is fantastic, but it's too broad. It doesn't mean anything. Like, what is self-care? What does that look like? How are you going to focus on self-care? So think about the what. What is self-care to you? How? How are you going to focus on self-care? And when? When are you going to do it? So let's break it down to a SMART goal. So specific for S, M is measurable, A is actionable, R is realistic, and T is time bound. So important that you are using this framework when you are setting goals, no matter how small the goal may seem, okay? Because this goal that we're going to implement for this year, we're not trying to change the world, okay? We just want to put one small goal in place to start putting your needs first. But it doesn't matter how small it is. It must be a SMART goal, because unless it's SMART, you are not going to be able to stick to it. It's not going to be realistic. It's going to end up being this big, fluffy goal that has no substance to it, and it's too easy to just not do. Whether if it's a SMART goal, it's really specific, it's properly time bound, which means you know exactly the day and the time that you're going to do it. Much easier to keep yourself accountable, much easier to start building up that motivation and discipline. Because what you'll notice is when you try to set a goal for putting your needs first, you can get really motivated for the first few days. You're like, yeah, I'm doing this, whatever this may be. But then the motivation starts to dip off. And that's when you really need your discipline to come in. Like, discipline only comes with consistency. So you only start to build discipline. So discipline comes after consistency. You have to be consistent first. And I'm going off on a bit of a tangent here on how to set goals, but I think it's really important that you know how to set a proper goal. Because otherwise, how are you meant to set a goal for putting your needs first? So what I want to do is I want to help you get really specific on what's this one goal you're walking away from this video with. So hypothetically speaking, let's pretend that you're focusing on self-care this year, okay? But what does that look like? So what type of self-care? So say, for example, you are going to start waking up early in the morning because you want to give yourself some space before you go to work to really focus on your mental health, because you're suffering with really bad anxiety at the moment and you want to create some space in your life to help you manage your anxiety. So self-care, the what is manage anxiety. Okay. Now, what's the how? How are you going to manage your anxiety? Well, it could simply look like I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. and I'm not going to look at my phone. So no phone. Instead, I'm going to listen to a 5-minute meditation. 5-minute med. Now, it's really clear on what it is you're trying to achieve with your self-care. It's really clear on how you're going to do it. Now we need to get clear on when. So what I always say to my clients is when we are setting goals at the start, and they get frustrated with me, is I am not putting a goal in place for you to say you're going to start doing something 5 days a week if you've never done this before. It's not realistic. First week, you'll probably smash it out of the park. I can tell you by the second and the third, there's no way you are sticking to doing something all the time when you've never done it before. The thing with building habits and goals for putting your needs first is about habit stacking, starting off really small. So what I would suggest for anyone who's implementing a goal to put their needs first and one that they've never done before, start really small. So what we're going to say is you're going to do that 2 times for the first week. So when? Times 2 on a Tuesday and a Thursday. And if there's gone 2 or 3 weeks have gone by and you're smashing this out of the park, that's when we increase. That's when maybe you'll say, I'm going to do it 4 days. You let that get consistent. You start building your consistency with the 4 days. You start building your discipline and then you expand. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take a pause and I want you to think, what is the area, what's the life area you're going to focus on this year to start putting your needs first? Is it your romantic relationship? Is it your career? Is it your self-care? Is it your family relationships? Is it eating healthy? Is it getting to the gym? Is it looking after your body, looking after your mind? What is it? Okay, and then I want you to get really specific, all right? Now, if you need to rewind this video and go through again how to set a SMART goal, please do that. My advice to you is get specific. Don't just say you're going to focus on self-care because that means nothing, okay? Get specific. Is it managing your anxiety? Is it losing weight? Is it being able to breathe when you run up the stairs? Is it being able to wake up and not feeling like your mood is just all low and everything feels heavy? Okay, so get really specific. Then think about the how. So how are you going to do it? How are you going to start feeling better? How are you going to put your needs first? And then when? When are you going to do it? How often? How frequent? For how long? If you're going to meditate, is it, it's for 5 minutes. Make sure you're writing down how long you're going to spend. Creating a small routine that's going to support you, that's going to support your habits, is going to be a massive game changer in putting yourself first this year. Please do not underestimate the power of small steps towards what feels like a really big goal. Putting your needs takes practice, my friends, but the more you do it, the more you focus on your small goals, I promise you the easier it is going to become. And it's not just going to become easier, it's going to feel natural. Remember, neuroplasticity, what once felt like something that was unnormal and not natural, automatically will become a normal habit for you. So this year, I challenge you, do one thing to commit to yourself. And what I would love for you to do is to drop it in the comments and tell me exactly what that is, because I would love to support you on your journey. I love talking to people who watch my videos in the comments. So please let me know, what are you going to focus on? And let me know if you want help on helping me or on me helping you to draw up the goal really specifically. Thank you so much for watching my video. Make sure to like and subscribe for more content on healing, self-worth, and how to move forward from that survival mode that's created from having an alcoholic parent.